our next match, which is Verdruss versus Beanie. Uh, all right, looks like our draft is a bit off, but it's the same one as last one.
Yeah, I mean those
Yeah.
those two venues we won't be seeing, so close enough.
We got Verdruss, who swept his group, against Beanie, who dropped one game. Yes. Yes. All right, we got same as last time. We got library, start us off. Then we have our 4 of 8s, the ballroom, gallery, redwoods, terrace 3 of 7, closing it off with modern. And if necessary, if we go 6-6, we see balcony 2 of 3 until I think someone wins 2 games in a row. I think is how it works.
That sounds right.
All right, we'll get Verdruss's spy game underway here then. In 3, 2, 1, playing it.
Stepping in as general on library, spawning next to our soulmate, the queen. Not our ST, unfortunately, but we do go for a flirt next to our real ST, twin.
Twin picks up a highlight, I think, is just a differentiation. I think I remember that Beanie does that. Could be of note if we are seen next to him too many times. Amba, very crowded conversation as we're nearby at that green shelf. Could take this over to yellow, but Amba along our path is probably attracting too much attention.
Yeah. The fact that Amba was under so much pressure while we were at green could be good for us in terms of Beanie forgetting that we were there.
Could have taken a high value path past the ambassador into the yellow shelf, but Verdruss thinks better of that, as one probably should. As Twin leaves that yellow shelf, we're gonna make our way over. Hiding behind the pillar a little bit, but we have a book in that left hand, so it shouldn't be too concerning.
Yeah. Amba could be leaving a printed green here. Might create an interesting opportunity for a cheese print.
Yeah, unfortunately, Queen's gonna smudge it immediately.
Yeah.
And be
And sorry,
difficult.
it's going to double smudge it.
Yeah, it'd be difficult to get that print out anyway. Going to the rather unoccupied left half of the venue, maybe going for microfilm. Could simply dump it if we trust that Beanie doesn't know this is where it's from.
Yeah, we've held this book long enough that direct transfer does make sense, and we do go for it now.
Yeah, we're going for a standard return. Gonna shove it in, but it looks like we're away from the shelf clean.
Yeah. A little short to be legal, but probably don't want to be seen there for too long anyway.
Yes, but you also don't want to be caught on the etiquette of it rather than
banana bread.
the return itself. Looks like 4 lowlights will be available. One conversation had fake, but it looks like that's not too big of a concern.
Yeah, not bad for library. We have one hard
Let's,
tile down and contact and seduce, so our pacing is not bad here.
and we are general, so Bug is a very real potential to finish off. Heading cross venue again. Are we going to go for this briefcase? Beanie's aware that nobody was even close to it. Could be a tell to pick it up. Into left center statues. Honestly, a decent time to swap with Toby and Amba on the other side of the venue. Might not attract too much attention, which is
Yeah,
we just get a glimpse of it.
there it is. We don't 3-cycle it.
Ooh, are we gonna just stand in front of it? No, we're gonna let it be seen.
Oh,
Beanie's gonna find that shot in time.
I would have loved for us to just stand there.
Yeah, even just go into conversation next to Kane. Let your body occlude it as long as physically possible. Let the sniper just fester in their doubts.
And if you're gonna make the sniper shoot, make them hate that they have to shoot for this, and not give them the easy confirmation that there's been a swap.
Yeah, potential spy win there. Came down to the last few seconds. Beanie finds the shot. Beanie has a spy game. Go. And we'll get it started in 3, 2, 1. Playing it. It is expected that library goes snipers, but that just makes it even more valuable that it could have been a spy win.
Yeah, definitely can't take those for granted on this venue. And looks like,
Oh, we set
oh,
up behind the pillar very quickly, tempting the bug, but I think we're a bit too close to the said pillar for it to actually take.
yeah, I think maybe if that conversation had some people in it, then the AMBA has like a narrower corridor to go through. But unfortunately, no bug for us, but no credit either. So we're just gonna have to find another avenue here.
Halfway across venue, we'll take a redirect, try to make it next to the ST, but decide there's not enough room there either.
Yeah, I
Lean it
guess we
off.
don't like that far flirt. Oh,
I
were
think
we trying to set up there again?
Yeah, I
We
think we
did a
did,
little
but
pause.
somebody was in the way, so we decided better of it. Contact, not going to split off the back of it. Decent number of people in conversation.
Yeah, pretty good. And Beanie right back to the pillar. Adjust a little bit. I think our
Yeah,
glove is like slightly visible, but it's black, so it may as well be invisible.
it seems well practiced from Beanie to be able to land there consistently without being seen on either side. It's very easy to misjudge exactly where you'll be visible, and yeah, with somebody in that conversation, Amber will walk close enough. Beanie will take that bug and emerge from the other side of the pillar. Verdruss none the wiser, it seems.
Yeah, so a clean, hard tell. But we still do need more missions than the other ones. It is a 5-mission venue.
Yeah,
So
and one of
there's
those
definitely
could
an
be
opportunity for Verdruss to come back here.
two of those could be fingerprint and inspects, as Amber will give us two of those. Offer from Toby will be a simple reject. Or just will guard the purloin, I think was on top of that, at least reject from Beanie. Finishing up the flirt here, maybe looking for a second prince. We don't have to go statue to statue.
Yeah, if Verdruss is on top of those statue prints, then it becomes very suspicious.
Yeah, Amba has a green book in hand, so we could let that cook for the remainder of the game. We step in. We could step in for center inspects, and yes, we do. Gonna have it in hands before Amba's walking by. Really crowded conversation there, as Duke's hiding behind Samu with the briefcase.
Yeah, we take the print, and the first inspect is white, so we might not get this on 2 cycles, and we do not.
Yeah, Queen grabbing the second fingerprintable statue as well. Not sure if that helps our case or hurts it. Beanie is stepping away. Looks to be looking at that green shelf. Teal is going to be taking it if we wanted that. Beanie does have historically a good green test rate.
Like, we're gonna go for that smudged statue now.
Yeah, Queen making it difficult, but Beanie does not hit it. Red swap. Going for essentially a 6-mission completion. Verdruss leaning for the statue. Beanie blocking it. Verdruss gets a look at it, but does not block the swap, because Queen was there.
Oh, yeah, because he might have thought that was a green swap.
Yeah, it could have been a green swap. And in fact, the red test might have been intentional. Beanie trying to make it look like a green fade if Verdruss was looking briefly.
Yeah, we're just swapping it as fast as possible so the swap would not, or the fade would not be visible. Yeah, it works out for him.
Two library sniper games come down to swaps, but Beanie takes both of them. Move on to 4 of 8s now with Verdruss as Duke on Ballroom. Get it going in 3, 2, 1, playing it. Nice and early cheese flirt from Verdruss. You'd love to see that. Excellent for pacing.
Yep. Looks like we're gonna park at the window here and possibly just go back and try to finish it up with the 2 green.
Yeah, while it is good for pacing, you do have to take advantage of it. So if we hit this, I would love to see Verdruss go into a sort of rush.
Unfortunate white test, so we will need one more, but it can be from anywhere in the conversation, so I don't think it'll affect our pacing too much. Maybe the rush is off the table.
Yeah, but on the same note, it isn't impossible to find your ST just in a random convenient location later, like the double agents conversation. Sorry, the only non-rote highlight in this party thus far. Verdruss stepping into blue shelf. Ambo was just around these parts. Grabbing a fingerprint.
He's moving around. He's not under too much threat, but from this camera angle, we might have some decent cover for a microfilm.
Yeah, we go for it. It's green. That's gonna be hard to notice.
Yeah, especially with Kane just blocking our arm entirely, the homie.
Yep, Verdruss taking good advantage of the rave angle Beanie's assuming. And this could be seen as an innocent conversation, but it is being used to flirt at a distance with the last time ST. Eyeing up the double agents conversation, as conversations are relatively full. Ooh, we decide to take a fake. I like that, given that we were only in here with the ST and Amba. Teal joins, giving us some shred of doubt.
Yeah, I
We
think it's a
should have
pretty high
faked it
percentage play.
as we step in for microfilm. It could be good to have lowered suspicion. Going for a fingerprintable drink will net us a highlight. Picking up a briefcase on top of it. It'd be highly suspicious if we do head back to that shelf now. We still need a contact if we plan to go down that route.
We could see a timeout here. If it was green, we would get slow beeps, but decide against it. Maybe a bug? Looks like Beanie is
Yeah.
on top of it.
Ooh, we get caught on Teal there, unable to path forward. It's strange, but this microfilm is looking like a death sentence. And having that drink in hand kind of made it tough to even go for it. Kane giving us some cover on microfilm yet again. We're
And the
kind of
DA
resigned to
joins the
bug it.
conversation at the last second.
Ooh, yeah, we were resigned to bug it, but Beanie, I think, is still going to be able to find this shot. But had Verdruss had a bit more time, it was a pretty decent finish.
Yeah, I think, if the sniper was looking elsewhere, maybe we don't catch that quick entrance into the contact, but they knew we had prints. We'd been at both shelves, and it was enough
Yeah,
to take the OT shot.
I'm curious if Verdruss splits there and Beanie doesn't notice it, if that shot is able to happen.
That would be interesting.
But Beanie stays clean, stepping into the cowboy boots in 3, 2, 1, playing it. Taking the accidental ambassador low light. Green purloin to start us off. Very quick Toby request. Gonna think better of flirting with boots there. She was definitely going to leave that pad. Stepping in for center inspects.
The classic ballroom rush start. You hit the chaos purloin, go straight to center inspects, and then do nothing but flirt and contact for the rest of the game and dare the sniper to shoot.
Yep, could have gone for a green swap, but Beanie not gonna be perfect on the greens, and Purloin's only just now come off. We're just getting a look at it, so we'll see if Beanie's even clocked on this reject chain.
Verdruss on
And
top of it.
absolutely on top of it. Good counter rush from Verdruss.
Yeah, I think, we started off accidentally getting low lit because we were standing right in line with the ambassador and Toby, and that probably made us stick out in Verdruss's memory a little bit.
Yeah, good job from Verdruss. On the board now as you step into gallery, looking to tie it up with a spy game. In 3, 2, 1, playing it. Another early start at the back of gallery. Not going for the book rip this time, though.
We have some cover for a animation here, but we decide against it. Just an innocent take and return.
Stepping in for our first progress of the game. Nobody is outside of the venue right now. Must be raining. First flirt green. Given our slow start with not doing anything with that book, I'd like to see us get something else done in the meantime, since we can't timer flirt this.
Yeah, especially since the ambassador is outside. Now we're going to go into green.
Yeah, I think this is not after Swollen to Smudge the print, because Amba still has that book. Print going down now. It's gonna be awkward if we wanted to try to steal that. We're gonna go for the briefcase that he's left at our feet.
Oh, maybe we just put it down and cheese it a little bit.
We have
But
a long walk to go.
gonna take it all the way outside.
Yeah, Amba does path by our open hand, but can't really take that without any cover. And choose to go in the opposite direction of the deduction target.
Maybe thinking about a timeout here. 2 minutes left. We don't have a whole lot of progress to speak of.
Yeah, we're gonna step in between the two people in this conversation. Kinda close on the spacing, but we do hit the 2 flirt, which is gonna be quite nice. That recovers a bit of the lost time.
And with leaving a printable statue for us, so that could be a potential finish if we do another pair of inspects.
Yeah, I'd like to see Trust that a bit more. Double Agent heading outside looks to be making our decision for us. I like the short little
Is
path.
the SDA going to get there first? Yes. Looks like the conversation may have filled up anyway, so Wheels does come back inside. Will he go to a conversation, though?
Ooh, we're twitching on this pad. Trying to kill some time, as we shouldn't be seen. Stepping in for inspects now. Double Agent has landed in the back conversation.
Green swap here might be an interesting play, but we don't do it.
Yeah, potential silent game. It's going to be a lot harder to swap this front-facing statue. I don't particularly love our odds of surviving contact should we go there directly.
Yeah. but looks like we might not have much of a choice with the time remaining.
It is another general game. We could go for a bug into the green shelf there. Beanie already wanting to take this shot. We'll be patient and wait for the contact.
Banana bread.
Green BB, does that change Beanie's mind? It absolutely does not.
Beanie on top of the prince once again.
Yeah, something that Beanie pays a lot of attention to. On both sides of the laser, I'd say.
Yeah, I think most people who are better at tracking prints on one side can do it just as well on the other.
Yeah, we'll see if Beanie goes for any prints this game. As Rocker in 3, 2, 1, playing it. Looking to go up to a pretty commanding start. We're just not quite at the point of needing to reverse sweep.
Beanie starting off with a green flirt. Killing some time, thinking about what to do next as we step into... No, we redirect off the briefcase, and maybe we do a flirt at the statue? No.
No, but Alice has been there a long time, so Beanie was probably hoping that by the time he decided to redirect, that Alice would be somewhere else. So she lands in a absolutely unflirtable position. There's no room beside her.
Oh, well, there was a little space next to Pearls there, but we decided to go across. Maybe even red flirt to get her out of there.
Yeah, more of an old school play, but absolutely has its merits. Decent number of low lights are going to be available on this contact. But we will just reject Toby, who we almost ignored. Double talk from Alice could be quite suspicious as a front-facing highlight.
Yeah, and someone that's...
attempt from Rocker.
Yeah, unfortunately, Amba takes too wide of an angle to the bookshelf. This conversation spot usually, unless Amba's coming from blue shelf to the left side, probably not going to work out. Beanie decides to go outside to follow her ST, hopefully finish up flirt here.
Yeah, idle reset was visible on that, but I don't think it's noticed or going to be punished by Verdruss.
Ooh.
Bit of gallery action going on here as ST will decide to leave the conversation. Beanie stepping into windows. I don't think we'll need to time ad, given that we've got 2 missions done.
Yeah, but 90 seconds left. We don't have any partial progress on prints or inspect, so we're going to have to think about what we're going to do here. Probably at least one hardtail in our future.
Looks like we're setting up for the reverse bug.
Yeah, this is a much better position to be in.
If he doesn't path down that left side, we should have this in the bag. Toby, Purloin is going to be our other option. It's another green. And if Amba obliges, we should be good. Just misreads the fade on a highlight.
Yeah, maybe a little confirmation bias setting in there. Twin already highlight and takes the list. It is visible. And the thing about green fades is that they can start fading at any moment. So I think the later they are, the more obvious that it's a green fade, because whites are always a constant slow fade. But this time the fade starts instantly and Fairjuice mistakes it.
Yeah, I think Beanie was under the radar enough that they probably could have had a decent shot at whatever 4th mission they decided to do. But Verdruss, I think, at the point, similar to Scout, but a bit worse for wear, needing to reverse sweep this to avoid balcony. And we'll see if Verdruss can start it off with a spy win. on Redwoods in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
Starting off at Windows, we've got a couple of friends here, but no time ad.
Yeah, a lot of people at Windows no time ad to cover it up. As you said, people at bar will pick up their highlights. Verdruss stepping in for the first progress of the game, hopefully, with 30 seconds off the clock. Redwoods is often pegged as a sleeper, difficult time venue.
Yeah, but at least, unlike Gallery, there are plenty of places and cover to take time ads, even multiple in some cases.
Yeah,
Also, notably, has that fireplace, which is somehow a window.
Yeah, unfortunately, we are boots, so multiple time ads is rather questionable. Best of times.
Yep. One of two characters, I guess three if you include Taft, that has a smartphone or a pocket watch. Takes about twice as long to time ad as any other character.
Quite impractical, and definitely a consideration if you need to time ad in the waning seconds. Amba will join. I don't think this is close enough to force him out, but this is definitely close enough for a standing bug.
Banana
Yeah,
It's a good time for contact. Beanie, I think, trying to keep an eye on the standing bug.
yeah.
We'll go for an
Unfortunately,
active talk.
white contact, but we do take it. The fact that Beanie is still watching closely probably means that he didn't see the bug itself.
It might even look like this is too far to be a standing bug. Taking a path by Amba on exit. Hopefully not credited with the bug there. That would be a tragedy for Verdruss as we step in for the second hurt. And not much time remains. Starting to get a bit worried.
Yeah, it's getting a little late for Prince. Maybe a purloin. Something where the sniper's going to have to think about taking a shot.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind stepping into blue shelf here. Maybe going for just a last second book dump. Gotta get that last flirt as well. It's too late to abandon it. You can see the indecisiveness in Verdruss's camera. Trying to look at the party to see what is best on offer. Decide to give chase to the ST to bar, and looks like our decision has been made for us.
Yeah, question is, no, I don't think we're going to have time to delegate this. It's going to have to be a direct.
Yeah, if we want to avoid overtime. But it looks like attention is being drawn to some statue goers late on. Zoom in on the Amba. Purloin's not going to be visible, I think.
Going to stay standing in front of Toby.
Ooh, the list is not visible there. But Beanie not paying any mind to the bar. Burgess will get away with the direct purloin. And a nice standing bug.
Yeah, thankfully the ambassador was standing, in a very similar position to where we were, except Queen is this time, and she was a suspect. So Beanie paying attention to that, not seeing the purloin in time.
And Verdruss has begun the reverse sweep. We'll see if it continues on the sniper side of Redwoods. In 3, 2, 1, playing it. He's starting us off with a single inspect.
Thought we might even cheat it here, but they decide to stay here and take the flirt as well as the honest inspect, if you will.
Amba leaving a print at another singular statue. Potentially setting up for a game plan later on. Verdruss leaving a lot of this party behind trees here.
Yeah, maybe just catching the people walking between them to keep track of where they are. The Ambassador joins the front convo, not quite close enough for a cross-convo standing bug.
And depending on Beanie's game plan, that might be beneficial.
Banana bread.
Taking a fake BB, both double agents are out of conversation, though.
Yeah.
Let's see what Verdruss makes of that.
Fortunately, I think only Wheels was out and only barely so no lowlights taken from that contact.
In fact, we have 3 highlights taken from it on this very conversation. Perhaps thinking it was BB to cover for a bug.
Yeah, I think you're right. Unfortunately, including us, even though we were not close enough.
Yeah, and it might be hard to read as Beanie. Might not expect a highlight if we decide to go for a bold play. Going for a fingerprint will definitely signal our remaining intentions.
Yeah, but we'll be leaving a print at Green Books, which has another statue, but one of them we've already inspected, so we're going to have to go to a different one as well.
Yeah, we could even go back to that singular printable statue and not complete inspects, but we'd have to rely on Verdruss having the accurate count. And for inspect completion now, or fingerprint completion rather, Kane will oblige us very nicely with a second completion here. How does Beanie finish this one?
Yeah, that's a great question. Ambassador going outside the wrong way.
Silent game.
Could very well be. We could do an inspect swap here.
Yeah, Verdruss has the count though, and we are credited with that standing bug. This could be the shot in and of itself. Double agents left conversation in the meantime. Looks like Beanie is going to set up for a purloin. Double walking bug fails on the wrong arm, but it was not visible. Really good cover for Beanie there. 10 seconds left. We got to get a move on if we're going to plan to finish this, but we are being eyeballed on our entire path here. Double agent joins.
Banana bread.
Green BB.
Oh my gosh.
Kane will take the shot.
Wow. Insane timing by the DA there. That looked very much like Verdruss's game on Ballroom, where Duke joins at the last second with the DA and gets a contact off, but this time Beanie is not the OT shot. Kane takes the shot for us.
A Queen almost taking the shot for Kane as well. Really close finish there from Beanie, and it works out. I think maybe the Prince went unnoticed. And perhaps even thinking that Beanie didn't have time to green to contact that. It was very fast.
Yeah, I thought Beanie was going to time out for sure, but I guess just banking on general redirecting from the briefcase, entering that conversation, and it just works out. And he had to hit that green test too. We talked about Beanie's green test rate. That one saved him the game right there.
Yep, that is a green or timeout. Anyway, we're on to Terrace yet again. Verdruss fighting to stay alive. We'll get this one started in 3, 2, 1. Playing it. This Pearl's a slow character, but on a small venue that does not make an impact.
Nope, and we're just going to take this drink and probably see where Duke ends up. Looks like he might be... Okay, he's going to land next to the Amba, which the Amba vacates conveniently for us.
Yeah, could have chosen to, flirt with that briefcase or something, but with a bar highlight, it might be kind of tough to pull that kind of thing off without being noticed. Fortunately, we won't get a flirt. Yeah.
Instantly as we start talking, unfortunately.
Misclick bug attempt, but you're not going to be watching for that across convo. Ooh.
Oh, what is that?
We attempted a wrong arm exiting convo, but we land behind Queen, go for standing bug, but He's unfortunately forced out before it's able to take. But all that was not noticed.
Or so we think.
There are a lot of highlights in this party. Beanie using mixed bar and statue highlights.
Yeah, I guess that's one good thing going for us, because right now we have 90 seconds left and we have 0 mission progress.
I think Beanie lining up a neutral light on Verdruss there. There it comes off. Smallman being fairly active as well. Got 2 people who visited the same set of statues twice. Yeah, and you take this contact. This is very solid. Might have to be a frame game, but at the point of elimination, I don't know if you want to be relying on that.
Yeah, it might be our best shot here. Ooh, we could have taken a bug there with the angle the sniper was taking. I think our arm would have been invisible.
Yeah, it would have been a nice way back into this game. Ooh, we go for the standing bug this time again. It'll take, and we aren't immediately dead for it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for Verdruss, we've not done any flirting this game. So that is off
No.
the table.
I was gonna
Looks
say
like
we
we're gonna
might
go
be
for
able to.
double fingerprint.
Oh, but the Amba doesn't put the briefcase down. He does now, but we're not gonna have enough time, at least not without some overtime.
It's gonna
We go
have
for
to
the
be
direct.
a random purloin, causing the confusion, but it looks like Beanie is lining up the shot and will take it to advance to the next stage of bracket. And with that, Beanie will face off against Star Z or a Mini Wreck. Definitely. Yeah, I'll take a look at that bug again before I move on to the bracket. It's not too bad. Pearls does have a very strong standing bug. Complements her idols fairly well. And I think all those highlights may have distracted Beanie a bit, but does manage to find the purloin shot through the chaos. But yeah, after this nice, similarly dominant 7-2 scoreline, Beanie will face Mini Wreck or Starzy. And I don't know who I'd rather face, a Mini Wreck or a Starzy who can beat Mini
Or
Wreck.
someone who beat Mini Wreck, yeah. That'll be
should be a fun one to watch.
Yeah.
But I think that'll do it for today's Summer Cup cast. Thank you for joining me, Martini. Thank you for Hornet for filling in while my internet was down. Thank you to Nebula for hosting. For the players who are eliminated from the Summer Cup group and bracket, you can join the Megalodon Motel, the auxiliary tournament, which the 3 of us are participating in.
Yep.
Oh, well, yes. Nebula, you are taking a break week or more. But I think Martini, it is likely that you and I will play this week, unfortunately.
Oh boy.
Yes, Megalodon Motel is running alongside. Sign-ups open for that. There should be more casts for the Summer Cup coming up as well. Make sure to tune into those.
You can buy SpyParty at spyparty.com or Steam for $25 US. Join discord.gg/SpyParty to join tournaments. Find people to play with.
Yep. And that sounds good. Anything else, gentlemen?
And we're good.